This NFL Divisional Round recap edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, it's Peyton Manning, and you're listening to SGPN. Let's rock.
One of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner of picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Whoa. What a day! What a day of games!
What a day of games!
What a half a day of games!
Well, I mean, the late game was awesome, just as a game as itself. The early game was interesting. It was wild. It was sloppy. It was crazy. I certainly wouldn't call it great football by any means, but certainly very interesting.
Yes, I mean, what wife and one of the daughters came by while we were watching it, and I described it as one of the worst NFL playoff games I've ever seen. And I'm not one to generally I'm not complaining about the football, but in terms of execution,
yeah. Well, I mean, what was it? How many turnovers were in that game? It was insane. CJ Stroud threw 4 interceptions, and the Pats kept him in that game. But Kramer, we got to start with the game we just watched. Rams get the win, 2017. Do not get the cover. Kramer, or I had it locked up. Kramer also on the Bears there, catching the points. Wild finish as always. 4th and 4 from the 14-yard line. Caleb Williams drifts back. He drifts back. He chucks up a prayer to Cole Kmet, who catches it. They tie up the game. They go to OT. They get the 3 and out. Then they get the ball back. Caleb's driving. Even in the studio, we're talking. We're like, Caleb's that dude. Caleb's that guy. When he got the first down, the sneak, and he just gets up, first down. And then it was what, 2nd and 6, and he just sails a pass. I mean, maybe it was on Odunze not running the right route there.
No, that was DJ Moore.
Sorry, DJ Moore. It seemed like he wasn't looking for the ball.
It was kind of just lazy. He didn't think he was getting that ball.
Yeah,
which I don't know how you could ever think you're not going to get the ball with that dude throwing the ball. I don't know.
Yeah, Caleb Williams is dropping back. I mean, look at Cole Kmet. The dude never stopped, and man, just. Yeah, I did. My big play was on the Bears and the points, but I had to sprinkle there on the money line. Traded in game with Kalshi when they went down 7-0 or whatever it was. I'm like, this is this Bears team. Of course, I'm going to hop on. And man, to have Caleb Williams hit that touchdown, you're at home, and to not get the win, it's just backbreaking. And it's easy to say in the moment, though, Ryan. When Ben Johnson kept going for it, didn't refuse to take any of these field goals. Now, maybe he thought the game script was going to be wild, out of control.
I would hate it more if it was out of character.
Yeah. That's
kind of the game they played. I think it suits the team, the quarterback. I think, I also think it shows you his, what he thought about his own defense. Hey, the defense is out there to gamble. I don't think he expected him to smother the Rams for most of that game. If he has that information, if he knows that the Rams are only scoring 2 touchdown drives, does he maybe take one of those field goals?
Oh yeah, of course.
Potentially, but also bad weather. I mean, look, I think the area where both coaches have to look in the mirror is their short yardage play calling. I don't know why is it all great offensive minds get cute when it comes to short yardage?
Well, and on 4th and 1, we were saying oh no, this is bad for the Bears, and then they did a nice little QB sneak, got the first down, and
that was shocking. That's how bad it is. Great offensive mind, Ben Johnson. Shocking to see him call a little quarterback option sneak there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my takeaways would be, if you're a Bears fan, I think we might have one.
Oh yeah, I see Olan on the. But Discord
if I'm
line.
Before he comes, if I'm a Bears fan, and I'm obviously you're probably in the state where you're not going to be able to watch any sort of football highlights for a couple days, that's fine. That's normal. Just make sure you get back into it for conference champ. You don't want to
part of the grieving process.
But I mean, look, Caleb Williams was a guy that a lot of people like to throw the shade. Now, it's hard to measure these types of characteristics, but Caleb Williams to me clearly has some sort of clutchness, and the bigger the moment, the more he wants it. I guess we've seen him make two almost impossible throws now. Now it's obviously like, what's the meme from Chappelle's show? Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
that's him. So the reason you're stoked is because this is year one of Ben Johnson. This is year one of molding the clay, as Tirico called it. And guess what? The molding of the clay is only going to result in less of the bad plays and more of the good plays. So to me, if I'm the rest of the teams in the NFC North, the division's been flipped. This is the favorite in the division.
And if you're a Bears fan, you're certainly happy with what you saw this season for Caleb Williams, but 3 interceptions in a playoff game.
House money, baby.
Yeah.
6 comebacks in the fourth quarter.
Again, it all depends on your expectations. And the Bears were clearly playing with house money, the cardiac kids here in Chicago, and then eventually crapped out. I think to me, the shocking thing was they did not turn over the Rams once. They had a bunch of fumbles that the Rams recovered. I swore the Bears were going to get one of those fumbles, and Stafford couple close calls on interceptions. They just could not get it done. And the fact that it was a 3-point game when you lose the turnover battle 3-0 in some ways is impressive. And they threw 3 interceptions and they had multiple, failed 4th down conversions. If you count those as turnovers, it's just wild.
You certainly feel like you lost him. And now I think I might have overheard McVay at the podium crediting some of the success to his very, very snazzy modern vest look on the sideline of a very cold game. We will have to play in the cold there, and I'm just so happy for our guys. They went out there, they did not quit. They did not have, hey, we had to play in the cold just like them, and we bundled up and we're doing fine. We're on to Seattle, but hats off to those other guys. Hats off to the Bears. They played a hell of a game. Well, remember,
maybe he wouldn't say hats off because him and Ben Johnson.
This was a revenge spot for the McVay coaching tree,
and everyone was pissed that they didn't show the handshake between Sean McVay and Ben Johnson on TV. So I'm sure it'll pop up on social media.
If I'm I'll start off. I'll finish with something positive. Then I'd like to shove someone in the locker. So by happenstance, Sean, if you remember, for a lot of the summer, we would end shows with me hitting the money bag,
the MyBookie money bag,
and 24-1 for Super Bowl winners was the NFL category at the time. And you wouldn't believe it, but of the times we did it, we did 4 NFL ones. I ended up with the Saints. I ended up with the Bengals, which we thought was good.
Yeah.
I ended up with the Seahawks, and I ended up with the Rams. So I have the Rams and the Seahawks, both at plus 2,400.
That's and that's going to be looking pretty good. And
it was just a slot machine in the summer that gave it to me.
Now I forget if we mentioned this on the VSiN show or if I don't even remember if we talked about it on air or not. But we had been saying going into this week, hey, we should probably hit the NFC Super Bowl already. And I looked at the odds at the time; it was NFC minus 2.5. But now I don't know what that spread is because
they won't offer it.
If the Broncos and Stidham somehow get by, I have no idea what they make that line. And then on the other side, the Pats, this is a guy coming in with no playoff experience, getting into the Super Bowl. That's going to be wild. And we'll get to that game. Of course, the Discord line is open. Call in, vent. Who are you going to throw in the, and shout out to the Discord line. Dilly Daggers in the Discord. If you listen to the pregame show, had a very sharp handicap on the Kyle Monungai reception ladder, which over 3.5 was 6-1. So thank you, Dilly, for tossing that out there.
Yeah, that was a nice rehydration to the old account.
Yes.
And so let me start by throwing someone or something in the locker.
Okay.
What is it with, and this happened, I don't want to sound like a honk for Fox, but the CBS, ESPN, NBC, all guilty of this weekend. And Fox probably is a little bit too. When they're reviewing a play, show me the fucking replays.
Yeah.
You know what I would love? Quad box, multi-angle, all synced up. You can do that. You guys can do that. And it would be a cool new feature. Think about all the buzz. They'd have a promo video for their new feature. So there's one game going on. You have your whole production staff. Today was really bad.
Well,
there were multiple reviews happening, and they just weren't showing us the It's just Collinsworth bumbling like a fucking. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Now anyway. This one is so the play that jumped out to me was that pick 6 for the Patriots, where he gets tackled and and kind of someone hits the pylon. They showed it once and then they went to review, and then even they showed a replay eventually, but there was no. I don't even know the rule of like if the defender is tackling you and hits the pylon. We have a pylon cam. Show me that.
So again, we can digitally enhance a laser beam to the sky and a goal line to infinity, as Madden used to say, and you can see where does the ball cross the play. Like, maybe they had an angle. They didn't show us any sort of slow motion. Didn't even try. You know what'd be great to do right here? Let's just let's have these guys yammer on. At least I will say, not to say nice things about Troy Aikman. He will sometimes call that out.
Oh, well, he was, it felt like it was a couple of games back where he's ready to fight the TV referee. So I'm not allowed to compliment the Cowboys, Ryan, or former Cowboys, but certainly if that was if I saw that behavior out of a non-Cowboys fan, I would have, or non-Cowboys player, I would have certainly applauded.
And if someone who maybe works behind the scenes or understands what Troy Aikman's doing to his eyeballs before he goes on the air. It's not though. It's like the opposite of that. It's like something to make him hyper focused.
Yeah,
but his eyes are like
something. Maybe get some dilated. I don't. Whatever Rodgers is on.
Tom Brady juice.
Maybe. Maybe Troy is on that as well. All right. So I'm sure we'll talk more refs when we recap the Bills game. That's on deck. Or we'll talk other early game. We'll talk Saturday games. We'll reveal the odds for the conference championship games, which are out. But before we move off this game, we got to talk to the #1 Bears fan on SGPN. No. It was a tough day in the Midway. Olan, your Bears have been eliminated. How are you feeling?
Man, pretty fucking faded right now. We made it further than anyone thought. Which is cool.
Yeah.
I think the thing I'm most mad about is I lost a shitload to my bookie tonight.
Oh no,
so that one cool because I had a lot of futures wrapped up in the Bears and shit. But man, I like I understand that he's a Dan Campbell disciple, but we got to kick field goals.
Well, that's what's.
And honestly, I wish that last touchdown. I wish we just would have went for the 2 points. The Rams defense was gassed. I think if we would have ran Monungai or Swift up the middle, we would have got the 2 points.
Yeah, real quick on that point.
But man, yeah.
Oh no, just real quick because we debated in the office. I kind of said like, "Hey, you're playing well. You have the momentum. Take it to overtime. You're at home, but." If he's going to go for it on every 4th down, you don't like going for it there on the 2-yard line, Kramer. What's the play there?
Well, for me, it's like the short yardage play calling.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
The crowd was lit. The defense did get this. I mean, it worked out until the interception happened. So I don't think the decision was wrong.
It's hard. It's hard to separate it from the outcome.
Well, no, the decision was correct. It had them in position. And then the one thing you can't do happened, which that's the cocaine part.
That's the Caleb Williams is a hell of a drug. Sorry, Olan. What else are your thoughts on the Bears season here?
I mean, dude, honestly, Destro, whatever. You're named after a G.I. Joe character. Shut the fuck up. No, it really was. I mean, can y'all ever think of a quarterback in his second year after being in a shitty system, a first-year head coach, and they go on this type of run? I mean, was it 7 fourth-quarter comebacks? And honestly, can we that throw on 4th and 8? Jesus Christ! that was just fucking disgusting. That's something we can build off of. But yeah, man, you're absolutely right. Ben Johnson did make Caleb better because he's a great fucking coach. I'm happy of how good we did, but it hurts to make it that far and come up that short.
Sounds like someone who just had sex with an incredibly hot woman and then found out
she
right
stole
after
his wallet.
No, he has an STD now.
Oh. I feel like Olan would take that in stride, but
here's what I would say, Olan. I have some advice for you.
Hey, man, if you ain't got no pubes, you can't get no crabs in them.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point.
Feels like a DJ and Matthew McConaughey line.
Yeah, also artificial.
All right. If you don't got grass on the field, you can't get them crabbies.
Olan, here's the move. Whatever happened between you and your gambling partnerships, to make sure you move on in time for the conference championships and you have a clear mind, you got to pay that debt on Monday. This is a Monday debt payment.
Clear the slate.
Yeah. You got to clear it out as soon as possible.
You don't want it hanging around. Because then, to Ryan said, you as gamblers, as football junkies, you have to boot and rally. Now you there's no football on Sunday, so I would say pay your bookie tomorrow or as soon as you can. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday graving process. Thursday.
Well, no, Wednesday pick show. You better be locked in and ready to go.
That's a good time to turn the corner.
I gotta put a couple hundred on Indiana tomorrow, bro.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's fine.
And check out our college.
But be careful. I'm just saying. Maybe if you were ever gonna just sit one out, that might be the one, because it could and who knows what's going to happen in that game. We don't want a triggering event.
We do have a college football championship episode up. Yes, hold on.
Kind of like found an end on college basketball, and that's been a lot of fun lately too. I have these guys who run this group in Asia, and they bet on a bunch of schools no one ever heard of, and they like message the players and shit. So I think that may fucking work out.
Nice.
I'm a degenerate.
No, honestly, worst year I ever had in fantasy. I didn't make it past the first round of my leagues. I have to get the tattoo. But man, it's just watching my team go on it's a fucking monumental run, man. You look at the wins they had against the Packers in overtime, the fact that they sent it to overtime against the Rams. I mean, it was a ton of fucking fun to watch. It is what it is. We're all going to tune in for the conference championships. We're going to turn in for the Super Bowl show. We're going to turn in for the 32 previews next year.
Let's go.
And fucking A, I can't wait to get a $2,000 tattoo because y'all said you'd reimburse it.
Well, I don't know about 2,000.
A first class ticket to Vegas. I don't know about that.
I like Olan. See, he's trying to. He's
trying to get back some of that Bears futures.
He sounds like a guy that needs to sit out the national championship and just have a night for himself.
Hashtag gamble responsibly. All right, Olan, thanks for calling in, man.
I'm going to, but it ain't going to be a night for myself. My wife's going to peg me.
Okay.
But, I love you all. Have a great night. DJs for life. Let it ride. One love. Fuck the Broncos and Jarrett fucking Stidhams. I mean, fucking Drake May is going to get the fucking jelly bean, whatever. Go Rams. Fuck it all. Let Stafford go out on top. Peace.
All right, there you go. Let it ride, Olan.
Bonk.
I don't know what he's trying to say there. And this is for Olan's wife.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Do you think he makes her wear a Caleb?
Maybe.
Mask?
Who knows? All right. Hey, Kramer, we got more games to break down, and we'll reveal the conference championship odds as well. And of course, if you haven't signed up already, what are you waiting for? Get over on Avo. That's right. Avo is your premier arbitrage tool. I mean, this is what's great about Avo. If you have access to multiple books, and I know a lot of our listeners do, it's a great tool. Why is it great? Because it does all the heavy lifting, price shopping, great arbitrage opportunities where, okay, hey, I'm on, -3.5 here, +5.5 here, or even if it's -3 both ways, but the juice is a big enough difference, you can lock in a guaranteed profit. That's right. They do all the math for you, how much you should be playing on each of these sides to guarantee a profit. Super, super useful tool. And again, if you don't believe me, and you should, I'm a straight shooter. You can check out their Discord at AVO official, hear what the other users are saying. And of course, if you use our promo code, helps us, helps you. AVO.bet. Use our promo code SGPN. Get you $18 off. That's AVO.bet. Promo code SGPN. If you're not using AVO, you're leaving money on the table. AVO.bet. Promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Kalshi. Real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. And their catchphrase is, the world's going mad, trade on it. And it certainly... It certainly is. There's a lot going on besides sports that you can trade on, but they got a ton of sports as well. College football championship. We got playoff professional football. What are you laughing at?
Keep going. We got to talk about the chat when we come back.
Okay. Chat's always on fire. And again, available in all 50 states. Get $20 in your account to get started today. When you use our promo code SGPN, T's and C's do apply. That's Kalshi. Promo code SGPN.
I think someone maybe needs a Midwest translation.
What did he say?
Well, I see someone in the chat wondering if Olan really said he just got pegged. No, he's going to get pegged.
Well, again, maybe it's maybe
I see how it'd be confusing because it seemed like Olan has the peg. But maybe there's two pegs.
Well, again, whatever pegs and holes you want to do, I don't. Maybe he's,
as long as it's a round peg and a round hole.
Maybe it's an emotional pegging that he's going through.
Because some people like to take the hammer and try to smash a square peg in a round hole, and that never works out well for anyone.
Kramer, the early game on the Sunday slate, Pats get the win and the cover. 28-16
feels good betting on the Pats.
Was my other lock, and. This was a wild ass game. I mean, we mentioned it up
some
top.
Nuggets too.
Yeah, it was historic. It was
and I kept so many reasons.
I kept rooting for CJ Stroud to throw that 5th interception. I mean, one, obviously locking up the Pats, but then two, just for history's sake. And in some ways, it was crazy. The Pats were getting all those turnovers, and they were keeping the Texans were staying in the game. I mean, it was 21-16.
Well, on that note. And this is from Dante Cop Phlegm on X. Players with 3+ sacks and 2+ forced fumbles in playoff games since the year 2000. Sean, so you're a defensive player with 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles in a single playoff game since 2000. It's happened twice since 2000. Once was last week, where Owa did it against the Patriots for the Chargers. And the second time was Will Anderson this week against the Patriots. So the Patriots account for the Patriots offensive line has given up the only 2 3-sack, 2 forced fumble games in the history or since 2000 in the NFL. That's crazy.
Can you think, Ryan?
Although, I mean, I can't remember playoff games with this where defensive lines were dominating on this level. In a long time.
Well, and the secondary for the Pats obviously played really well, getting those 4 interceptions, and there was a couple drop ones as well.
Yeah, they played well. I think I'm going to put more of that on the conditions and CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud looked completely lost. Now the Texans 0-7 straight up in the divisional round, have never gotten past this. Now, I guess to his credit, CJ Stroud has gotten them to this round every year, or at least these past few years. Man, this Patriots team right now, this Pats team, back-to-back double-digit wins at home in the playoffs, that they look like shit. They really did.
Dominant. They covered a pleaser both weeks.
Yes.
And it felt like the other team was like fortunate to be in so close. The Patriots are the first team since 1987 to win a playoff game with 250 yards or fewer, 13 first downs or fewer, and 3+ turnovers. The last 30 teams to post these marks all lost by an average of 21.3 points per game.
That's wild. Well, and
they had 4 yards per play, Sean. They were 3 of 14 on 3rd down.
And Drake May looked hesitant. I think some of that was the conditions. But yeah, he fumbled a bunch, threw a pick. It was very sloppy on the Pat side as well. And certainly the Texans defense is legit, but now they got to go against this Broncos team who just turned over Josh Allen a ton. Certainly going to be interesting to break that game down. Joining us on the line though, a Pats super fan who I said he must be feeling great because Fairbairn crushed his over 1.5 field goals again, 3 for 3, never in doubt. and his Pats won and covered. Joining us on the line, cousin Mush. Mush, how you feeling?
I am feeling fantastic.
Yeah, why not?
First of all, that's first of all. Secondly, Olan just said he feels so good that his coach for second year and good. Wait a minute. Drake May, second year, new head coach. Oh, and we're still moving on. Suck it, Bears fans. It's the same thing every year with you guys. Grow up.
This is new.
I like it.
And yes,
cousin Mush having an edge.
Well, listen. I had to sit in purgatory 4 years and listen to your bullshit.
On.
Not you
4
guys,
years.
but the whole world. Yeah, that's a lot when you're used to winning. All has been restored. I saw somebody early on while I was waiting for you guys to come on, and the douchebag Pats fit. Yeah, we're here, motherfucker. Here we are. We're back. We're gonna squash Jared Stidham, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna take Sean McVay and throw him back in a locker, and whoever the hell else wins that game next week too. And yes,
wow.
the apostrophe gang is now in mourning because now we have to wait till next year to start betting.
Great
on that
run
again.
by the apostrophe gang, and shout out to former Eagle Nick Foles, who had an all-time tweet saying, quote, note for the Broncos and their fans. I know it's been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup quarterbacks in championship type games. How is your level of confidence going into Denver? It feels like it's sky high, Mush.
Well, I mean, I'm feeling good. I want to know if you would have known about this tweet if I didn't text my cousin. That's what I want to know.
Oh yes, of course.
Sean's way more into social media.
Yeah, I'm definitely a follower of Nick Foles. Any all-time.
I saw this randomly, and I'm like, this guy is like, what is he? What is he? Isn't he supposed to be starring in porn videos or something? Like, what is he doing?
He's living a great life.
No, he's a very religious guy.
I will say this, and please clarify something for me though. Like the year that Manning won the Super Bowl, that was the year that his arm was like hanging by like one small tendon.
Yep.
Is that correct? Okay, yeah. I mean, 5.5 is a ridiculous number. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I have faith that we can, still do what we need to do and go to Denver. House of horrors for us typically in the postseason or any time of the year. But I mean, maybe I'll just take Mike Vrabel's dick and I'll just go find Olan in Texas and I'll peg him with it. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
Let it ride.
His dick's going on a journey. Kramer, we have taken calls for a long time. This is the cockiest I've ever heard, cousin Mush.
Yeah. I mean, they're back. I mean, I would say, were we taking calls? Like when the Patriots were good?
I don't think so.
So yeah.
And how far it's come from him and our buddy Boston Capper. Of course, we did a bonus Patreon podcast
that drops
with
on Monday.
Boston Capper dropping right around the corner here. Very fun, some great stories as you would imagine. But yeah, I mean, Boston Capper and cousin Mush called us in. It was week 2 against the Bills. Oh, take the Bills, lay all the points. We suck. Blah, blah, blah. And now look at them in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they were
laying 5.5 points, right?
Yammering on like chowderheads, playing some golf. All right, so should we talk? He brought up do we want to talk about Vrabel real quick?
Sure. Yeah,
well,
we're talking Pats,
but we did. I mean, there are people now speculating that maybe a deal has been made and a sacrifice. If you haven't seen this is from Bussin' with the Boys. Vrabel, a young Vrabel who something to listen for here. He sounds kind of like a nerd.
Would you cut your dick off for a Super Bowl?
Oh, been married 20 years. Yeah, probably.
You've got 3
as a player. You guys will be married for 20 years one day.
Would you?
You won't need it.
If you came home holding a bag of ice, and Jen was like, "Oh, honey, what'd you do?"
Like, I thought you already got fixed.
I made the ultimate sacrifice. I had to cut my dick off, honey. We're gonna win a Super Bowl. She'd be like, all right. Or would she be upset?
She'd probably be on board.
She would be like, "Do you want me to do it? Do you want to do it now?"
Oh wow! All time great Vrabel quote there. So yeah, no. just wild Pats game. But again, they win, they get the cover, never in doubt. All right, we got two going over to the Saturday games. The Seattle Seahawks just slaughter the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, from the jump, the Rashid Shaheed kickoff return for the touchdown. And it was just on. I mean, Purdy, and Tonges was getting his, and then McCaffrey got banged up. This is just the Seattle's at home, incredible defense. Darnold didn't have to do that much. Kenneth Walker played a really good game. They looked locked in. The crowd felt like a factor.
But we were fortunate to have two. Well, I'd say a lot of the home games, but the 2-1 seeds have a decided advantage. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, look, I think the other thing you have to start coming to the realization is Sam Darnold is very close to winning a Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield. And we can't leave out Josh Rosen.
Well, and it would have been interesting, of course, if Caleb would have won and Sam Darnold, you would have had a couple of USC quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. That was setting up there for a second. No major takeaways. I mean, Kramer, this was the only. I went 3-1. You went 4-0 on the sides. This was my only miss here as far as the sides. Just I thought we'd get a better effort of the 49ers, but the rest disparity, them being banged up, my consolation prize was getting to see the 49ers get their ass kicked, and a bunch of fun people trolling them with coming out with the boombox and all that stuff.
It was so good. I passed out before the end of the game. Woke up alone in the office.
Yeah, no, my wife was here. We were hanging out for a little bit, got food, and then we went home. And as I'm leaving, it was like third quarter. I'm like, I'll go watch the rest of the game at the house. And I go, Kramer, the pregame tomorrow morning, 11:30. Kramer. And then you were just didn't even move.
Yeah. I was sitting up. That's how tired it was. A long, Vegas home pregame show.
All right. Yeah. Perfect time to talk about Vegas because.
Yeah.
All right, so we're hanging out. It was a good time as always. The show was fun. Ran into a bunch of listeners. Shout out to everyone who hits us up at the Circo. I mean, honestly, if you want to hang out with us and you're in Vegas, the show ends at 10 o'clock. We usually get food somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
80s is very good there. And then, drop our bags off at the room. And then we're either playing craps at the bar at Vegas Vicky's or Legacy Club. Can't miss us. Those are like the three spots. So we're hanging out. Our buddies Derek and then Big Balls, who's his secondhand man there. They're up in Legacy Club. Hey, we go up there, start having some cocktails, hanging out, good time. And there's these group of women that are like wearing these fur coats, and they're like kind of, I don't know. It seemed like a costumey.
It was
fur
over.
coat.
It stood out because it was over the top.
Yeah, and Legacy Club's awesome. Again, I'm not a club guy, Ryan not a club guy, but it is a great hang up there. The views are awesome.
It's
great drinks.
You almost can't call it a club.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
It has a lot of like things that resemble club.
Yeah, like guys like me and Kramer, the stuff you don't like about a club, none of that is really there.
It's kind of like a lounge. There's a bar. There's a sick outdoor area that's 60 floors pits up and like looking over Vegas.
And it's free to get into. So again, if you just want to go up and have a drink, it's a great hang.
There's $5 million of gold up there on display.
Again, every time I'm up there, I'm just playing in my Ocean's 11 heist of Derek's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fly a helicopter over, smash and grab. Anyway, so there are these girls there, all wearing fur coats, and I said to Kramer, I'm like, that's weird. Like, there's something going on. It's probably like a bunch of them. They have like.
Well, earlier I had hyped up this group because we had already been up there, had come down, bumped into Derek somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I had already hyped this group up to Derek and the group.
That's right. Cause we went up there, then we were like, oh, what are they up to? They were in the high limit, got a drink there. And then we go back up. And then all of us wander over there. Derek, Big Balls, and I just talk, making small talk. It's funny, like Derek mentioned to the girls that he owns the casino, and then one of the girls is like, "Oh, let me guess, you also own the casino?" It's like, no, this guy actually does own the casino. And we're making small talk. I was talking to this one girl, and I was like, what's the deal with the fur coats? She's like, it's a mob wives thing, and whatever. Like they were trying to dress up like mob wives. Who the hell knows? I'm like, that sounds like a reality show. And then we're talking, and somehow football came up, and she said she grew up in Vegas, but she was a huge Steelers fan. And then unprompted, she goes, "I'm also a huge Aaron Hernandez fan." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Aaron Hernandez?" She's like, "Don't say anything bad about Aaron Hernandez." I'm like, "Okay." You know some of the, I go, "Did you listen to the podcast?" She's like, no, I don't. He's a cheater and a loser. Those are the type of guys I like. I'm like, "Oh my God, this chick is legit crazy."
I have to tell you, there was a moment where you brought up the double homicide.
Yeah.
And she had a very
mad,
authentic look of disgust that you would bring.
Like, how dare you bring that up? Like, what else are you going to talk about with Aaron Hernandez? So again, she must have some crazy freak fetish stuff going on, because she also mentioned she really liked Josh McDaniels.
That was number 2 on the list.
I said, "Kramer, how many women?" And she appeared to be, normal-ish. Well, obviously not that normal, but a regular woman who was dressing up with mom wives on a girls' night out could name an offensive coordinator. Like most women who aren't that into football couldn't, but she was into football. She loved Josh and she's a Steelers fan. She loved Aaron Hernandez, loved Josh McDaniels, and then again, unprompted, mentioned she really liked Rex Ryan,
which was extra weird. I mean, what a threesome!
I know.
What a threesome.
So your 3 favorite NFL guys are Aaron Hernandez, Josh McDaniels, and Rex Ryan. I go, "So what? You like guys who are into feet?" She didn't answer that, so maybe the answer was yes.
She said that she wants a liar, a cheater, and then she used the word a scoundrel. She loves scoundrels.
Yeah.
So she sounds like
definitely likes bad boys, I would say.
I don't know if this was maybe this is part of the Mob Wise character. Who knows?
So imagine unprompted bringing up Aaron Hernandez. Or just "Hey, where are you in town from?" "Oh, I live here." Like just typical Vegas small talk. And Cromar's in the Aaron Hernandez.
It was so wild. Like, it blew my mind so hard that as we're getting ready to leave, the table next to us, it's like a standing kind of like a high top table. They point out as the girls leave that one of them dropped an earring. So I pick it up, put it on the table. I'm like, "You guys wouldn't believe it, but that girl, she was really into Aaron Hernandez." Just unprompted, shared this with a group of like 5. Like,
wild. All right. I mean, that was just insane.
It's one of those moments that you'll never forget, because there's 0% chance it will ever even come close to being duplicated.
No, and probably a crazy freak, but I mean, look out, because legit crazy. All right, got sidetracked there. I didn't have a ton of thoughts on Seattle, San Francisco. Seattle looks pretty good. Didn't need a ton from Darnold. Charbonnet, I haven't heard any updates on him injury wise.
K9 looked all right.
Yeah. Charbonnet, I think having him would be nice, and certainly getting to see this Seattle running back from that crazy game. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, but I think even just reflecting on the Rams again, like they won a game against a team that I don't think anyone thinks is like the market still doesn't think the Bears are a great team, and so you look at that through the context of that, it's like, well, if the Rams have gotten worse and Seattle's gotten better, I understand this is a third matchup, but they just handled a Niners team that had been going on the wrong direction and was a third matchup. So the Seahawks stand out to me as like the clear best team remaining in the playoffs.
So, yeah, certainly. Like, and they're at home now. They're playing a team that knows them very well. And
but they just did that.
Yeah. It was a great game that Rams. No,
blew. I'm saying they just did that with the Niners. They just did that third dance,
and they didn't seem to struggle with it.
Did you see the video of them taking the belt out on the sideline mid game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, JSN was slapping the ground with a belt. If this is going to be a new thing, and we're just going to get players like striking the ground as they whoop another team's ass, I can't wait. But
the
Niners. That was bad. I mean, Shanahan got dominated. You don't see Shanahan that that would be my key takeaway. You don't see Shanahan get dominated like that.
No, you don't.
And he was coming off a great game plan against Fangio.
He's so hilarious too. Like Just the tweets about losing whatever it was. What was it? 41-6.
Yeah.
The genius Sean McVay. I don't know. Anytime making fun of Sean McVay, I always enjoy. So
and an update. So Charbonnet left the game. The quotes from the post-game presser were optimistic.
Okay.
Charles Cross, I guess, also left the game. That was precautionary, but it's a foot thing. So I don't know if that means he kind of got hurt and could have played through it, or they were up by a lot of points. And then a lot of positive talk about Cooper Kupp coming up in big game spot. Cooper Kupp revenge game on the horizon. You can put me down for a Cooper Kupp. Pretty certain Cooper Kupp first touchdown is going to be on the
card. Really? Yeah, they did seem to use him in some big third downs. And
I just thought he looked good. I thought Sam Darnold, when he needed it, he had some moments where he clearly trusted where Cooper Kupp was going to be. And we just saw in cold weather what the Bears, receiving core was able to do.
Yeah. All right. Last game of the recap. Denver Broncos get the win and the cover. Although obviously depend on when you got it. All the numbers were good for the Broncos, 33-30. And we gotta talk about Josh Allen, Ryan. Well, obviously everyone's heard about Bo Nix breaking his ankle there on the designed run. He's done for the season. Jared Stidham coming in, which is pretty wild. There was a photo floating around of Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix hanging out at Auburn.
So this is 2018 at a camp. Stidham was the quarterback at Auburn, or I don't know if he was the starter at this point, but he was a quarterback at Auburn. Bo Nix was the recruit. So it gives you a little bit of if you didn't quite remember when the Jared Stidham experience.
Yeah.
He got drafted back in 2019.
Fourth round of the Pats.
Was on the Pats for a couple of years. Then McDaniels brings him to the Raiders when he gets the head coaching job. And then we joked about this on the show constantly as a reason why maybe with the Broncos situation and Sean Payton year one, but Sean Payton, like the first thing he did as the head coach of the Broncos was sign Jared Stidham. I'll never forget that. It was like the free agency opens, right? Yeah. It's all the big deals, and you hear about Jared Stidham getting signed to the Broncos, and so, yeah, interesting. But
what about the Bills game? To me,
what are you going to say about Josh Allen that hasn't already been said? He let his teammates down.
Died
crying like a bitch, as Dave Chappelle once said.
The tearful press conference,
a little much.
Come on, dude. You can cry when you win the Super Bowl or you retire as an NFL player. Come on, dude, show some composure. Again, those sloppy turnovers, and it wasn't even those. Again, 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, and they were bad fumbles. That fumble before the half that gifted them a field goal. Obviously, that was huge, and the 2 interceptions, those were huge. And then on top of that, all that's being said, he had a chance to hit Dawson Knox for a game-winning touchdown, sailed it. Now, do I think the refs, again, the PI calls, the first one where they're holding Sutton's arm down, they've been pretty consistent about calling that. The second one, I think you could probably get away with not calling that. That wasn't a must call. But again, that was the way they were calling that game. I'm not gonna. In general, I'm always for letting them play, but the first one was Sutton. That was crazy, and then the interception. I thought it was a interception. To me, he was going down. He didn't fully secure it. They got the DB for the Broncos. Got his arms in there. You're rolling over. Again, I understand if you're a Bills fan or if you have money on the Bills, fine. I would be pissed as well. Refs are terrorists, as we know. Promo code 2026 get you 10% off. The refs are terrorist gear. But we have to start having a conversation about Josh Allen coming up small in these spots.
Yeah, I love yelling at the refs too. That if they've been pretty consistent
in spite of the ref stuff, he had a chance to win the game.
But they've also been consistent. You have to have the ball all the way to the ground. It bounced around. You can't be fumbling like that. That's the stuff where I think 100%.
Completely wrecked.
Anytime you make a throw and it's an interception, it can be 100% your fault, but also you're probably, if you're Josh Allen trying to fire it in there, it's a little bit like the Caleb Williams thing. I think the runnings, like the fumble at the end of the half was really bad.
Yes,
he was flailing around.
Also,
with
it was a questionable call even to. I mean, it's a game situation thing, right? Like you realize, hey,
yeah, there's nothing. You're like the up. You're putting in a minus 10,000 bet to win like $10. The risk isn't worth it. And so, yeah, I mean, we will. I think in general, the general discourse will probably go towards the coach. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, but I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Bills fan, now you're watching the Pats fucking back in the conference championship game. I mean, you're in a bad spot.
Everyone is Bills fans and social media to get everyone fired up. They're like, "Well, what's the difference between the Devontae Adams?" Well, one,
it's very different.
Yeah, like Devontae Adams had the ball. The Bears guy was going into it. He had it catch. He did whatever minor move, and then his knee touched, which is possession.
He wouldn't have needed. I don't believe he would have needed to survive the ground.
No, that's the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, the Devontae Adams he had it secured.
Sean, Bills fans, we all know the IQ is a little lower.
That's why they breathe through their mouth.
You got to be careful.
Yeah. Now, obviously, both calls helped me. So, or no, the Devontae Adams one didn't even help me. I was on the Rams, so that one, yeah.
You're on the Bears. You mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I was on the Bears. So Devontae, I should be arguing for that to be a Devontae Adams fumble, but watching, I'm like, no, he caught it.
Yeah, and I thought very poor on the NBC crew for just leading the Bills fans to water.
Oh, the Bills fans are going to say something about that. Tarico, Mike.
I mean, I said this to you though. I do think that the story should be that like the story is the coach going to get fired, I guess. But Josh Allen lost. The coaches didn't lose that game. Joe Brady called a great game. Even the defense giving up all those points. I thought the playoff run in general, they did things that were out of character and made it difficult to go against them.
The GM certainly has some questions on how he's built that roster. I think that's fair. And if you want to fire the coach as a fresh start, I understand it, but sometimes that's a step backwards.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, like you look at this, I think someone posted the statistics, like their point differential during this run of Josh Allen is up on the league by like hundreds of points. And so the fact that they haven't gotten it done is remarkable at this point. And so Josh Allen started, he's going down a bad path because I think kind of the window is also in a weird spot. Like what do they do? A new stadium will give them juice next year, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, if I'm a Bills fan, I'm saying we need, you need better players on defense, point blank. You need better pass catchers for Josh Allen. Obviously you don't trade Josh Allen or move on from Josh Allen. So you got to change something. And I think maybe the GM, and if the GM is tied to the coach, you usually reset both.
Brandon Beane's been there for a while.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
And Josh Allen lead the league in turnovers since 2020. Now, again, obviously he plays at a really high level in the regular season, but we've seen a number of these games.
I would think the owner, I would think one of two things. I would think the owner would maybe not want to have to deal with that also opening a new stadium, or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's better to do that before you like a metaphor. You cleanse some of the old, bring in the new. I know Bills fans want everyone to be. They want everyone but Josh Allen to be fired.
Yeah,
Bills fans aren't mad at Josh Allen, which is interesting.
Yeah, I get it. I'm a guy who always defends my guy, but you have to. Bills fans, when you go to bed at night, you realize like Josh Allen cost you that game. You can complain about the refs, and again, some of those calls maybe they didn't need to throw the flag, but Josh Allen lost that game.
The Bills call Howie Roseman, offer Josh Allen for Jalen Hurts. Do the Eagles say yes?
Do the Eagles say yes?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Probably.
Would you say yes?
No.
Really?
100% no.
So no. Jalen Hurts.
I'll take a guy who has beaten Patrick Mahomes. I'll take a guy who has shown a history of being able to go on a run, play at a high level.
Kind of feel the same way with Jackson Dart. The mentality's there.
Jackson Dart career wins. What 3?
I don't know if I'm saying yes to that trade. Also got the 3 years of or 4 years of contract control.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want to blow up the Giants by getting rid of Jackson Dart. Totally understand, right?
I'm not trading.
And again, I thought we'd get through a podcast without mentioning him, but nice.
Rookie of the year, Jackson Dart.
No, he's
recruiting CEO Hall of Fame coaches. You guys are gonna have a great offseason of me and Harbaugh'isms.
And I tweeted it out, but it's true. Josh Allen's lucky he's in Buffalo because there are some fan bases that would be fine in his house, right? I mean, the Eagles fans egged the offensive coordinator because they didn't like his was running too many hitch routes. Could you imagine what they would do if Jalen Hurts turned the ball over 4 times in a playoff game like that?
Certainly, it's an interesting fan base because to your point, they're like ravenous. Yeah, but they're also there's a soccer mom element there, like
the Bills.
Yeah, like Northeast, most of the Northeast. I know there's Buffalo likes to tell people they're in New York, but most of the Northeast.
It's a Midwest. We love everybody.
Patriots. I mean, I don't want to speak for the Jets, but Patriots, Giants, Philly, the fans, like most of the fan base hates the team and wants to always destroy the team.
Yeah, they're always mad at their team.
So this Bills thing, and specifically the players, they'll be mad at the players.
Yeah.
So for them to not be at all mad at Josh, maybe I'm not getting the right feed to see the anger at Josh Allen, but
no, they're not. Bills fans are not mad at Josh Allen. They said if we didn't have Josh Allen, we would have won 4 games this year. Now maybe that Josh Allen, you're probably if you swap out Mitchell Trubisky and Josh Allen, you're probably right. You're not getting into the playoffs.
Oh, he looks good week 18 every year,
but. But the season ends all the same, Ryan.
Well, again, I don't know what teams trading you. I mean, yeah, look, they'll be back next year. Although the Patriots will be a regression candidate. So Sean, we might be on the Bills to win the division next year.
Oh, look out. Stay tuned to the team previews. Kramer, we're going to talk about the opening conference championship odds. Before we do, of course, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Kramer, we hit our with the promo boost, a nice 8-1 from the props show that we had with our buddy Scott Reichel. It was Woody Marks lower first half rushing yards, Bo Nix higher first half rushing yards, and Brock Purdy higher first half rushing yards. It was a nice 8x return.
Oh, Woody Marks, never a sweat.
No, never a sweat. All over that. And I felt like we did pretty good on a lot of the fantasy projections. Colson Loveland barely got over, even though he got a couple drops there. I think we picked it at 55.5 yards. He got 56. So a bunch of fun times over on Underdog Fantasy. Use that promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, props, sides, totals. Hey, there's only 3 NFL games left, which means time to get locked into college hoops as well. Rhythm is great. It gives you a data-based approach, and it's pretty fun, pretty easy to get started. You can build your own model simply by adjusting a few sliders. You spit it out. They go, hey, this is what that model would have done. And of course, the new parlay optimizer. Optimize those parlays. Get rid of the weak legs, and we have a weak leg on the graphic. Josh Allen. Hopefully, you didn't put him in your parlay. Download Rhythm, RITHMM. Use our promo code SGPN25. You get 25% off premium when you use our promo code SGPN25. Honestly, if you've not checked out the new parlay optimizer, you are missing out. RITHMM, promo code SGPN25. Kramer, we do have a couple callers hopped on. Let's talk to some of the guys over on the Discord line, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Austin, you are on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening, man?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm a longtime listener. Sean, you and I, we had the Colts under earlier in the year, and given how they finished the season, I almost felt like it was a spiritual victory.
Yes.
Like we kind of backdoored that a little bit, considering how confident we both were on that one. Shout out Colby Dant for continuously fading Nebraska, by the way. It's working.
Yeah. If you missed it, we talked about it in our college basketball picks pod. Colby tried to take Northwestern. We said take Nebraska, laying the 5.5. We also hit on the UCF getting the points there. So nice college basketball show. We got another one coming up this week, and Big Red Machine is cooking. How was your?
I wanted to call.
Yeah,
early.
sure.
Oh. I wanted to call earlier about the Bears game, and now that's sort of the high of that Caleb pass and sort of the 6 Miller Lights I've had. It's kind of dulled me down a little bit. I'm feeling a little more half glass empty than full earlier, especially when you consider the fact that some of these teams that have been so lucky over the last few years that have had such good turnover differential. I'm thinking about that Kirk Cousins Vikings team in 2023 where they lost to Kramer's Giants. If you think about Kansas City this year and how lucky they were in 1-score games last year, and then you see the drop off, this league just has a way of falling back to the mean in a way that I think that the Bears were maybe a year ahead. And if they don't get better on the margins, I just don't think we're going to be able to have the same amount of luck.
Yeah. I mean,
and fun nugget, the single season comeback record is 8. Caleb had 7 this year. The record holder was playing Kirk Cousins from that 2022 Vikings team.
Yeah, and Austin, yeah. If you want to be pessimistic, just look at the Washington Commanders this year, right? I'm saying if you want to be pessimistic, you have the young quarterback, you win all these games, but going on his crazy run, then you get the wake up call in the playoffs, and then I mean what you have going for you is I certainly think Ben Johnson better head coach than Dan Quinn, but Caleb's got to stay healthy, continue to develop. He still needs work on his accuracy, which sounds crazy. And I think he can improve because we saw such a big improvement from year 1 to year 2. You would like to see it, but again, they're going to have a target on their back next year. I mean, Ben Johnson being a total prick to all these teams, they're going to have the Bears circled this year coming into the season.
But, I felt like the loss tonight was very much like the Detroit San Francisco loss in 2023, where they just went for it too many times, left too many points on the board. So you couldn't get a shortened distance to save our lives today. I can't believe people were thinking about going for 2 in that situation when we haven't been able to get 2 yards of the whole entire game.
Yeah, so. That's a good counter to the just go for 2. I mean, there were 3.
That was my take. I just like that you can't trust this fucking short yardage bullshit.
Yeah, they were 3 of 6 on 4th down. So if you kind of not get in on 4th down as a turnover, then they essentially lost the turnover battle 6-0.
They barely ran. Did they run that naked boot, like the play action naked boot where Caleb just gets to the first down more than once in the game? I mean, it just seems like they weren't calling the buttery plays. They were calling great plays, getting the short yardage, and then shitting the bed. McVay did too a little bit. I mean, not just Ben Johnson.
Well, we were really excited out there in the game, and I know Matt that first drive he wasn't happy with there were too many mental mistakes out there, but we got it done, and that's all that matters. Austin, well, appreciate you calling in. Sorry about your Bears. It was a good run.
Yeah, great run. Great run. I'm gonna be. I think they should be the favorite in the division next year. They won't be, but I think they should be.
All right, stay tuned. Division previews right around the corner. We got the draft.
Teasing them constantly. We're gonna do them earlier. I think we're gonna do the team previews earlier this year.
Okay, I'm down. Austin, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Can't wait to tune in, guys. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Oh, Ryan, and it is not
What's that?
A recap show. We have the Discord line open. If we don't hear from our buddy from the Far East, Japan, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening, man? Japan.
I'm doing pretty good. I just wanted to finish my. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. So I just wanted to finish my rant from this morning, or this afternoon, actually. That man, Josh Allen, fucking sucks. He just fucking sucks. He just fucking sucks. He just fucking sucks. And what I mean by that is anytime he throws the ball to my boy, Khalil Shakir always has to make an acrobatic fucking catch. He can never get him in running his fucking route. And then on Cooks, the deep ball, he fucking underthrew him. I don't give a fuck. He just underthrew him. That man, Josh Allen, he just fucking sucks. He just fucking sucks. He just fucking sucks. I don't give a fuck what people say. That man, Josh Allen, fucking sucks.
Sounds like Japan's putting Josh Allen in a locker room.
2 guys with a hand cannon with accuracy issues.
Yeah. 100%. And
but he just My biggest thing about Josh Allen is, and he just doesn't go through his progression at all. He does not read, go 1, 2, 3, and then get rid of the ball or take off with his legs. So by not doing that, he's not a fucking quarterback. So that dude just, I don't know, man. He relies on his arm strength too fucking much. Doesn't go, which if he goes through his progressions, he'd be a lot better quarterback. But that's that man, Josh Allen. He just sucks, man. And that's all I got to say. And it's dab time. And Josh Allen fucking sucks.
Heat up that rig, Japan. Thanks for calling in, man. Let it ride.
If we went Baltimore, Buffalo, Josh Allen for Lamar Jackson, who says no?
I would say
teams?
Buffalo would say no. Well, it depends who the coach is in Baltimore. We don't have no idea who the head coach is.
Yeah, Lamar in cold weather is probably no deal. He'd probably miss 6 games a year.
Crackhead Gambler checking in saying he was fired up about Bills fans being Midwest. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Midwest. I fucking hate the Packers and Bears and couldn't wait to see the demise of both of them. All right, so that's a little sports hate.
I didn't necessarily. Did you call them Midwest?
I did.
Okay.
Well, in just that, like they're not as cynical and mean as your Philly, New York.
I think
Boston
that's more
fans.
of the Canadian in them.
Yeah,
that's always my take on.
Now we love Josh Allen, eh?
Yeah, it's upstate New York. You're Canada. You're more Canada than you are like New York City. So, yeah, no disrespect though. I got nothing against
Adam Osmo pointing out he was facing the best defense in the league with the Broncos. I know.
Disagree with that. Disagree with that.
The Seattle, I like the Broncos defense. They have moments where they let up stuff, but they came up huge with those turnovers. And Seattle's defense at home is going to be a tough out, I think.
Yeah, we talked about this going into the playoffs. I think Denver's defense is was not even top 3 in the AFC playoff field. Maybe of the teams left, they're number 2 now, but that's only because all the good defenses got knocked out.
Yeah,
just think the Broncos have kind of they've fallen off a little bit.
The defense, yeah. But it's good. But against this Pats O line,
but
that's going to be an interesting game.
He was crediting the defense with to me, the defense played fine. They did not get the pressure did not cause these turnovers. It was Josh Allen.
Well, it was just turnovers. It was bonehead stuff, and Broncos took advantage. But I get what you're saying.
Sometimes havoc. Some teams havoc causes the problems. You can give the Patriots some credit for that today, but it was not like that in the Denver game.
Kramer, let's take a look at the lines for the conference championship. I'll be honest. I was there you go. There's Bo Nix and Stidham again. What are we looking at here, Kramer?
All right. So early game, I guess, is going to be the Patriots at Denver. It opened. I mean, we saw it open, I believe, at 4.5. We thought that was interestingly wrong, and it's gone up to 5. It got all the way up to 6, came back to 5.5. Circa, which opened a little later than some of the other places, opened at 5.5, and it's kind of stood there. So.
Yeah, my first instinct was who's going to take Jarrett Stidham getting less than a touchdown. But then you watch that game against New England and the sloppiness, the turnovers, Denver's ability to create the turnovers, and 5.5. That's interesting. I would have thought it's closer to a little higher. Do you think, Ryan, if you had to guess, let's new segment here, guess the line movement. I know some places like to guess the lines. Let's guess the line movement. When we were talking about this Patriots Broncos game a Sunday morning on our pregame show, is the New England spread, is it higher or lower?
So the way that I would say this, if you were at if we're doing a VSiN segment and I wanted to speak to the tout brains that listen to VSiN, I'd say this is more likely to get to 7 than 3. Now, obviously, it's closer to 7, so I'm cheating a little bit, but I'm wondering who's. I mean, we're seeing the early bet splits, but I'm wondering who is rushing to bet Denver. I think you're rushing to bet
New England.
So I think just behaviorally, to me, I'm fine with being at the Circa on Friday because I think this Denver number is only going to get bigger.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's no way this closes 4. maybe it gets down to 4.5, but I think it's going to be the other way. I'm with you. I would say this is going to be over 6 or over, and I think honestly probably 6.
I said when we were discussing what we thought the number would be, I said 6.5. To me, that I could see it getting to 6.5. That seems about right. And I'll even make a total prediction. I haven't looked at the weather, but I think Denver's defense matches up nicely against New England. This and New England's defense has been scheming up nicely, and they're going against the backup quarterback. How is the total not in the 30s?
Yeah, 41.
I think we'll see that come down as well.
Early look in the weather, 40 degrees and sunny out there in Denver. And Howard Lee saying, doesn't this get up to 10 with the public not wanting to back? I don't think it's not going to go over 7. 7 to me is the peak.
Let's talk about it. So this number we speculated would be what? Denver minus 1.5, 2.5 if Nix was healthy. So assuming it was 2, let's just say it was 1.5, same against Buffalo. So what do you have here? You have a 7-point line move, right? And so is Bo Nix 7 points better than Jared Stidham? I don't know. I mean, we just watched Bo Nix play a very mediocre game. Now, granted, he also
made a couple big throws.
He made like all of his deep balls were great. He was making big plays, but just like we said, we're talking about with Caleb, there were just some really bad plays. He looked awful throwing on the run. In general, I thought for whatever reason, the playbook was very bland. I don't know if that was the quarterback or whatever. So to me, it's hard for me to get to the idea that Bo Nix is 7 points better than Jared Stidham, not having seen Jared Stidham play football in a while, but knowing he's been in Sean Payton's system for the past 3 years and knowing that Sean Payton now needs to get extra focus, big rip off the bong. Maybe he's got a dab rig. And like, to me, I have high confidence we're going to get a very good game plan from Sean Payton. And to me, the Patriots have been winning by scheme on defense big time. And so I think that's potentially a huge advantage for Denver.
And I can't imagine where he's going to get sucked into passing. How many pass attempts did Bo Nix have in that game? I mean, you were on the
so furious.
You were on the rushing prop, so you were invested.
Why weren't they two games in a row? We watched the Bills trick
46 passes. Now there was overtime, but still 46 pass attempts. We are not going to see Jared Stidham throw for 46 times unless there's a crazy game script.
I also think that Houston laid out a lot of blueprints that Denver can mimic that worked. I mean, it feels, we were using the comparison that the New England game in the divisional round felt like the game in the wild card round. And would it turn out any different? Well, it didn't really turn out any different, right? They beat up on a team that didn't really have much going on offense, but they had a good defense, but both defenses gave New England trouble. I think they're going to run into it's a very similar schematical thing, but this time it's on the road in Denver, and you're going against a quarterback who has the arm and fist of Sean Payton up his ass.
And it'll be interesting to see what the playbook looks like, because so much of the Broncos playbook is moving the pocket for Bo Nix, all that boot action stuff. It'll be interesting to see how much of that they try and do with Stidham, or if they kind of completely mix it up.
Stidham has mobility.
Yeah.
I don't think you're changing anything in the playbook. I think, again, this kid's been in the offense longer than Bo Nix. I kind of think, and it was Bo Nix's rookie year, but he did talk a lot about how like Stidham is also like elite backup quarterback in that he's cerebral. So according to the coaches and is super helpful. So to me, I think he'll be prepared, and I think it's going to allow Sean Payton to call whatever he wants to call.
And chat pointing out again, Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant both left the game. Their status could be big, because if those guys are out, they're getting pretty thin pass catcher wise.
To me, we're going to see, if I had to guess, I'm going to want to dig into what they're saying, but if I had to guess, expect Sean Payton to roll out a lot of heavy shit. I think we're going to see heavy formations. Who's the receiver that scored the touchdown? I was bummed I wasn't on the anytime for Jordan Humphrey.
Little John Humphrey.
He's a big receiver. Sutton's a big receiver. Like, they can go very big. They have some fun. They have fullback pieces. They have like H back pieces. I called for it in the last game, but to me, this is the game where he brings it out. And there's a lot of running plays, a lot of his Patton is like screen plays, misdirection, and some design run to the quarterback. We were kind of discussing that. So.
Yeah, Stidham has run a bunch. All right, what about the NFC Championship?
3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We got Rams, Seahawks in Seattle. Seattle is, I think you said it opened 1.5. It's now 2.5 over at the Circa -120. So maybe it's headed towards 3. 47's the total. I mean, you mentioned that we just saw this game, went to overtime, epic, thicker the kicker, some malfunctions there. Sam Darnold's playing good ball right now, and I saw Matt Stafford get beat up again. So to me, the story of this one is one team's going into this a little healthier than the other.
Yeah,
and,
certainly.
And again, massive home edge. This feels a little disrespectful to the Seahawks right now. Are the Seahawks a better team than the Rams? I think so.
Yeah,
they're at home. They're not getting enough respect. To me, if you ask me where this number is moving, this is 3. Right.
Yeah. I don't think the 3.5, but I think we'll be talking at 3. I think New England's going to be laying 6 and Rams will be getting 3 points.
I'll say this. Remember when New England opened 2.5 and then it slowly climbed up and we
went over to 3. Yeah.
I think this,
you think this could be 3.5?
A lot of those Rams were getting banged up in this game. We don't know any of the post game injury stuff. I think also just in general, like people need to come to their senses. And they're getting early bet splits showing they're taking the money. So, the line will get shaped here overnight. And so,
all right, one last caller here, Kramer. I think this is our good buddy.
Oh,
maybe he changed his username. Let's see. Joining us on the line, the Yapper. Hey, it is Matty J. Okay, Matty J. I thought it was you. What's happening, Matty J? Matty J.
What's happening?
What the fuck is up, guys? Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you.
Merry fucking Christmas. How you guys doing?
Doing great, man. Good night. A good day of winners here. How you feeling, man?
Pretty good. I know that Sean, every time I talk, I just feel like you're starting like a 5-minute timer or something. So I'm just gonna make this quick. I just want to say once again, fucking love this podcast. I love every single one of you guys. I hope you guys are having a great year. If you're listening to this right now, you're doing fucking awesome. And even if you weren't listening to this, you will still be fucking doing fucking awesome. There is no such thing as a New Year resolution. New Year's resolutions are just goals. You can make a New Year's resolution every week. It's just a goal. Like, hey, I want to lose weight. You get that goal down and you make more. You got this. You guys are gonna have a great year. Fucking love all you guys. And yeah, I honestly really need to say something right now. And I don't know if you guys know what I'm about to talk about, but I do have some shit that I need to say, if it's okay.
Sure.
I know I already put this motherfucker in a locker, but I just need to ask, like, Kramer, did you see AJ Brown's post-game interview?
I did not. Was he happy?
Bro, you know what's so fucking crazy? That motherfucker didn't even show up to the goddamn interview. Do you understand? He fucking went on Instagram. He changed his fucking profile picture. He fucking made weird fucking statuses on his fucking shit. He took a fucking library book and went on the fucking sideline and read it. He went on fucking Twitch. What kind of NFL player has time to play fucking Madden on Twitch? You should be fucking studying and doing what you're supposed to do. And then when you don't fucking get and he was interviewed. He has been interviewed, calling people out about not getting the ball. And then, Kramer, when you finally fuck up and you don't have the fucking balls, to be able to do the same shit. You've been talking all goddamn year, and you don't have the fucking balls to stand up like a goddamn man and say, hey, I maybe should have kept my fucking mouth shut. Hey, I think I got humbled today.
Yeah.
Hey, I fucking did something. I have no respect for it. I have no respect. Just like as a man, I have no respect for somebody who cannot take accountability. Like he has literally been a media dumpster fire for our team. And he literally caused so much scrutiny. And we all needed to be able to see him. I didn't want I wouldn't have cared, Sean, if he would have been like, it was all Jalen's fault, or I had that throw, or he blamed it on. I don't care if he would have just said everything wrong, but you at least, the least thing that you could possibly do is stand in front of the goddamn camera and say, hey, I was wrong. But you can't even do that. Get the fuck off of my team. Fucking dumbass.
Throw him in the locker. Yeah, the AJ stuff, is.
I can't, there's not one big enough.
Yeah, it is getting frustrating. Again, he was such an elite player the past few years. Again, statistically, still pretty good regular season. Came up very small in that playoff game. Very frustrated. Yeah, I mean, the problem is these, a lot of receivers that are good are also kind of divas, and it's that balance of like how much shit do you put up with versus the production that's on the field, and maybe the balances are tipping against him. So I don't think.
Yeah, well, I agree with you there, but I'll tell you this: Terrell Owens wouldn't have dropped that fucking ball. He wouldn't have dropped fucking 3 fucking passes.
That's true.
That fucking right now.
Yeah,
Terrell Owens fucking. He can be shirtless. He can be shirtless out in the fucking doing all that stupid shit with the weights. But that motherfucker would not have dropped the ball. And Sean, you went on that rant the other day, and I support you on everything you fucking say. But I need to ask Kramer a question. Before fucking Sirianni was a coach on our team, what was his position, Kramer? What did he do?
That's a good question.
He was an offensive fucking coordinator. How are you going to be an offensive coordinator? You started as a fucking offensive coordinator, and when your offensive coordinator fucking sucks, you can't fucking step in and be able to get us out the dirt? Like, what the fuck does he do? I'm sorry, Sean, but what the fuck does he really do? Like to me, honestly, he's not a bad coach. I'm not saying he should get fired, but I personally do really feel like he just fucking I just feel like he's just there. I just feel like he's kind of he just feels like he's just there. Like he doesn't like add anything to the team. Like Shanahan, he's a fucking Gene Tomlin. He's like a winner. You will win. All this sort of stuff. Like what does Sirianni do? Besides, he will talk shit. He will talk shit. I know at the end of the game, in a clutch situation, he's going to fucking yell at my fans, yell at my star players. He'll probably even fucking yell at my mom if she's trying to give him a Gatorade and he's fucking pissed at the time. That motherfucker is disrespectful. And he's not really, I mean, I like that he's disrespectful. I mean, I love Sirianni, but at the same time, dude, you need to show us what you're worth. You need to fucking show us what you're worth. And the
big year for Sirianni coming up.
Yeah, and I do want to say one more thing. Listen, Olan, it made me sad when I got on here, and it sounded like you might have been crying in the background. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really know if you're into getting. I don't know about that peg shit, but at each his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I spent a weekend in Vegas once. But listen, I want to let you know, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else, but I will tell you this. Misery, he was on here last week like, hey guys, come on guys, it's just me left. It's just me, da-da-da-da. And fucking Olan, I love you, Dick Puncher, all you guys, but listen, for me, Misery loves the motherfucking company. Come on, join over here, motherfucker.
Everyone's sitting on the couch.
This is our opportunity to make money, guys. We can make money. Don't get sad about it because we only have 3 games left. And then what are we going to do? Fucking bet on the NBA? Fuck no. Listen, we have to fucking focus up, get our props right, and we got it. Yes, sir.
Matty J, great call as always. Good to hear from you. Appreciate it.
Hey, I love you guys so much. See
you the
man,
later. Matty J.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Fucking ride, dude. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Great call. Great way to go out. Kramer, good week of shows. We're going to be talking college basketball, even early look at after we're going to be live after the national championship, already looking ahead in college football. Well, obviously we got a picks and a prop show.
We had some tough negotiations with the college experience.
Yes.
So we're actually live we're headlining after they open up for us.
Yeah. We're, the TCE is live and then we're live after that. So stay tuned. Going to be a fun show. Great week of shows leading up to conference championship, and then right around the corner, It's the Super Bowl. Appreciate everyone smashing that subscribe button. Tell a buddy. Come on, we don't have an advertising budget. We are all a word of mouth. Appreciate everyone spreading the good word. Answering all your questions and comments, even the mean ones, over on Spotify. While you're there, toss us 5 stars. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Interesting matchup, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.
I'm wet. I want better fucking execution.